I have been consistent on YouTube for about a month now, and some pretty fun things have happened, even though it's only been a few weeks. I wanted to make this video for content creators or entrepreneurs, or maybe you're aspiring to be one or both of those things, and you've been debating posting on YouTube, but it overwhelms you and you have no idea where to start. And maybe you've been told it's such a slow grow app, which I do think it's slower than Instagram and TikTok, unless you get lucky or put a ton of effort in and consistency in the beginning. But even though it's only been a few weeks, I've already had some really cool things happen. So let's jump into it. Just for a little bit of a background. So my YouTube, I started posting as more of a creative outlet. I kind of just wanted to post and see what worked. It's an extension of my podcast. I've had a podcast on Spotify for over 2 years where health and hormones combined with faith and business. And I also have a few random videos, like I have a haircutting video that Brad Mondo reacted to, which we'll get into. That's one of the cool things that happened. But when I started this video, I just really wanted to be consistent. My strategy starting off was literally just be consistent, see what works, and go from there. I didn't want to just commit to business, just commit to health, just commit to making Brad Mondo hair videos. I wanted to try a little bit of everything. And I really just wanted this to be a fun thing where I could take both of my niches and shove them together. And I know that might not be conventional advice to kind of try everything and see what works, but it's what worked for me. So when I started being consistent, I already had about 50 subscribers. I have had this channel a little bit longer, but I was never consistent with it. And then since being consistent, I now have 103 subscribers, which, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like that is fantastic growth for really only being a month. At this rate, I should be at 1,000 or well over 1,000, I think, by 2026. And that is my goal, to have 1,000 subscribers by then. Who knows, maybe God would bless me with 1,000 subscribers this month. You never know what could happen. So how to get started. For filming my videos, if you look at the last month, I've just used my iPhone 13. She's on her last little, I'll probably have to get a new phone soon. She overheats, the battery dies. The camera isn't as good as newer iPhones, but it still works. I feel like this quality on laptops, on the TV, on the phone is pretty dang good. I just pay $10 extra a month for storage because filming YouTube videos on my phone, I always run out of storage, which hence I literally have a makeup mirror. I also have a tripod. This is set up on a tripod. I have a ring light. I'm in my office. That's my backdrop. So I can check to see if my phone is out of storage. I just had to take a brief intermission to get my dog to stop barking at a dog outside. But I film on my iPhone, and then to edit, I just use CapCut. I have edited on my laptop, but it's easiest just to film on my phone, edit on my phone, upload from my phone. I did use a free version of CapCut for my first couple of videos, but now I pay, I think it's like $10 a month, and it's so worth it because you can use their background audios. There's more features you can use. And since I want to be in YouTube for the long haul, I don't really care paying an extra $10 a month. Now, eventually I'm sure I'll get a nicer camera. I actually used to have a really nice camera, but I never used it to film YouTube videos. So until I know for sure I can be consistent for a couple months, I'm really trying to post once a week, like a longer form video, I'm not going to invest in a camera when my phone is working perfectly fine. So that is what I use. I actually do have a microphone as well, but it's kind of annoying to set up. And I feel like you can hear my shirt moving, my hair moving, and my iPhone quality. I'm sitting close to my phone. It works perfectly fine. And I film on the back camera, and I use the 0.5, so it makes it super easy. So what has happened in the last month? I'm looking down at my laptop. First thing, went from 50 to 103 subscribers, which is so exciting. I do use my videos to promote my own services and coaching. I haven't gotten any high ticket, long-term clients from it yet, which I don't really care. It's only been a month. But I have gotten a lot of taps on my sales pages. So I know that people are seeing either my YouTube shorts or my long form videos, and they are tapping on my different sales pages and links that I put in the show notes and I have on my profile, because I can see that from the analytics on my Stan store. So that's exciting. Something so cool, which is gonna be I don't say bragging right, but just made me so happy, is Brad Mondo. I've watched for years. I did a hair cutting tutorial. It only has about 500 views, and he reacted to it and it was so fun. I had a past client send me a picture saying like, did not expect you to be in a Brad Mondo video, and just really fun that he saw that even though it only had 500 only. I say that because like it's my highest performing video, but I had 500 views, so I wouldn't maybe expect him to see it. And I loved that I was featured in his video. Go and watch it. It was so fun. What else has happened? I got my first brand deal, but I did turn it down, and it wasn't like anything huge, but still, that's incredible for only having 100 subscribers. Part of it too is I do have combined around 50,000 followers between TikTok and Instagram with all my socials, and I do brand deals every month, if not multiple a month. So I'm not sure if that helped me, like this person see my YouTube and reach out to me. I didn't do anything. They reached out to me. It was for like a health nutrition product. The reason I turned it down was they wanted a fully dedicated YouTube video, and starting out, I feel like it started out on such a bad foot. Even if I like, once I'm well known on YouTube in the future, I don't think I'd ever want to really do a dedicated video for a brand. It looks icky, like an infomercial. Doing like a dedicated TikTok or reel that's like 60 seconds, whatever. I've done quite a bit of those, but it feels so awkward for me to post like just natural, authentic content in my health business and my business coaching business, and then just to have like, here's a video dedicated just to this one health product. I even tried negotiating, like, I think it would do better if I added this into a what I eat in a day video, or a video where I'm talking about other things in the health niche, but they wanted a fully dedicated video. So I did turn that down because I just think it wouldn't look good for my brand and what I'm wanting to do. And there's bigger fish in the sea for me to catch with that. I think I told you my strategy, very loose. It's just posting one long form video a week, just seeing what sticks. And then I've been reposting my short form content. They're talking videos. So if it's like a 5-second B-roll situation, I don't think that does really good on YouTube Shorts, but I've been reposting my talking videos that are like 30 seconds to 90 seconds. And I do think that has helped get me subscribers and funnel people to my longer form videos, because you can tag your long form video as a related video to your YouTube short. Now, as far as support, I've gotten mostly all positive things and nice comments. I had 2 negative comments. I've heard people on YouTube can be quite the keyboard warriors. What I found, people on Instagram are the nicest, then TikTok, then Facebook, you get like the Karens. And then I feel like it's like YouTube and Threads. You get a lot of keyboard warriors and people who hide behind, you know, a fake profile and say mean things, or they just don't know you. So I've dealt with my fair share of mean comments, but I thought I would share just 2 because I think they're kind of funny. One was a guy who commented trying to like hit on me, and I didn't respond back. So then he deleted his comment and he disliked the video. At least I think it was him who disliked the video. And then another one was in one of my business TikTok shorts. A guy said, in 2 weeks to gain 50 subscribers, which was actually like my previous 50 subscribers I had. Your videos have basically 0 engagement. I'm not sure how many businesses you owned and how many figures they did, because I made a YouTube short on how I've made multiple 6 figures for my businesses. And it just shows like this guy doesn't know me. He doesn't know I literally just started being consistent on YouTube. Of course, my videos are gonna have not a lot of engagement. And I have made multiple 6 figures in my health coaching business and business coaching business over the last 4 years through using TikTok and Instagram. And I don't know, I just wanted to share that because I think it's something that should be expected. You're gonna get nice comments, you're gonna get people who are kind of rude, and it's just the name of the game. And you gotta learn to brush it off your shoulders. They don't know you, they don't know your heart, they don't know your whole life story. They're just bored and they're projecting their own issues onto you. But I've also had quite a few nice comments. I've gotten a lot of subscribers and likes on my videos, and I really appreciate it, because putting yourself on YouTube, it just seems scarier. I've put myself out there online for years, but something about YouTube just seems more vulnerable and more real and a little more scary because of that. But I'm so excited to see what the rest of 2026 has in store with me. Hopefully this was helpful for those of you who are maybe debating starting a YouTube. I really think YouTube is I know I'm like newer at this, obviously. I haven't gotten clients from it. But the reason I started a YouTube is long form content is queen and king. So many of my clients decided to work with me, my mirror. So many clients have decided to work with me because they did listen to my podcast first, and it built a lot of trust. I've always been a YouTube girly. I watch a lot of YouTube and a lot of podcasts on YouTube. And majority of people I've invested in, I've watched their YouTube, listened to their podcast, binge their Instagram lives, their longer form content. It has a longer shelf life. You are listening to me for 5+ minutes versus 30 seconds pooping on the toilet just for entertainment scrolling by. People come to YouTube, they come to Spotify, yes, to get entertained, but also people come to learn. I think you have higher quality leads and views and subscribers more than people who are just looking to get a laugh on the toilet on short form. Obviously, I've built a business on short form apps, but that is why I'm transitioning. I'm not even transitioning over to YouTube, but I'm taking YouTube more seriously. So hopefully you found this helpful. I encourage you to start your YouTube. You never know what could happen. It's literally been about a month, and I got someone asked for a brand deal, pretty big name person reacted to my videos. I've gotten more taps on my sales pages. I doubled my subscribers, and it's just the start.